Sleepless in Ponyville, Season 3, Episode 6. So, I don't know what to think about that picture. It just looks weird. I'm guessing someone's gonna have a nightmare. Or no. There's gonna be some kind of magic that's gonna make everyone not be able to sleep, and then that's gonna be the plot, that no one can sleep, and it's how it affects the town. I don't know. Like, for a while now, pretty much every episode has just been, like, complete shit. Just this endless sea of just boringness and just, like, oh my gosh, just why? And then it had the wedding, which was like, okay, that's fine. Yeah, that last episode, which is like, okay, it's an average episode of a kids show. That's what I'd expect. And then like there's the occasional like tiny glimpse of something, of some kind of substance. But then at the same time, it's just followed up with mountains of garbage. So I don't know. I doubt this will be anything good, but I don't know. Also, I was doing some like Googling. I forget what I was doing, like looking for. But I made a realization that like the whole infamous brony thing existed when there was only 2 seasons of this show, which obviously I've seen all. And that just breaks my brain, because in total there's nothing about those seasons that anyone should be finding interesting, any adult anyway. Or at least I don't understand why anyone would find it interesting, because there's so little of substance there. But like, do people just like those 2, like the wedding episodes, and that's it? Like, I just don't understand how they like it. I don't get it. I don't see anything to like okay, some people in my family like watching Grey's Anatomy. I've seen little clips, I see the drama, I see it unfolding. I don't know anything that happens in that show, but I can get why people like it. It makes sense. There's lots of, emotional scenes and all that stuff, right? It's like, I can clearly see why someone would like that, even though I can't stand it. But with this, there's nothing. It's just, I guess you just like unicorns? But then why do people say it's like on the same level as like Gravity Falls or Avatar: The Last Airbender when it's so blatantly not? I could ramble about this. Fuck it. Okay, we got this kid, Scootaloo, running through the town. Oh look, she's all cool, doing the tricks and shit. Oh man. Okay, so this is about her obsessing over Rainbow Dash. Not sure what that has to do with sleep, but whatever. So she's gonna try to talk to Rainbow, I guess? I don't know. I mean, I don't have much to say about this. It's just kind of, I don't know. It's just kind of whatever. Just kind of a boring, slow introduction to this story they're going on.
1,000 times you asked that. It's actually yes.
Oh, okay. There's that joke. Whoa, dude, look, she's so cool. Okay, so she's trying to impress her, but she can't. I still don't like that they use, or it doesn't make sense. Everything they do is like built around what humans would use, instead of being built around like a world of horses. Like, for example, in BoJack Horseman, all the characters have their different weird animal attributes, and the world is kind of built around those things. Like, especially there's that whole underwater city built around the underwater animals, or animal people. But then this show, it's like they're just taking something about people and just replacing it all with horses. Like, there's no way a horse would light a fire like that. It doesn't, it's not even funny. It's not like it's a visual humor. It just makes no sense.
We already had wings.
Okay, there's another callback to an older episode. I don't really have anything to say. There's just nothing to say. It's just kind of the generic story. It's not particularly interesting or funny. Is this just gonna be like a repeat of the hash-slinging slasher? Like, oh, here's this insane story, but nope, it's not real. Even though the characters think it's real. Except without all the good writing and the visual humor, characters, interesting things. It was just some random idiot. She thinks it's some evil. Am I supposed to be scared? Oh, it was just a nightmare. Okay. Okay, she's too tired because she didn't get any sleep because of the nightmare. She's pretending that there's nothing to say. It's just a really boring, typical episode. Like, there's some level of visual humor, like, okay, her digging through the ground, falling into the ground and making a hole. It's just kind of boring. Like, I'm just bored. Like, I'm not really angry. I'm just bored. Why aren't they all collecting wood, though? I mean, it's so she can face her fear, but, like, that laugh was so bad. It's just lame joke after unfunny thing after boring scene. It's just the same shit. Like, this is literally the same scene that they already did with the beginning, with the first story. It's the same scene. Don't sing any songs. What is she saying? Buckets of oats? It's just a bunch of stupid, unfunny pieces of crap. I guess this shows like a more sensitive side of an aggressive person. There's nothing. It's just, I'm reaching so hard to look for something. Like, why are their sleeping bags like 10 feet long, but their bodies are like 2 feet long? Like, what? There's another nightmare. Is this supposed to be scary? Like, oh, you got the spooky music. It's not even that spooky. How was that? It seemed like that was supposed to be a commercial break. Like a get tension in a commercial break. But this is a dream sequence. There's no stakes here. Right? Some nightmare moon invades people's dreams. Is that supposed to be building stuff? Like, okay, it's just she has to face her fear and tell Rainbow the truth. It's just dragged out with these unfunny scenes and useless moments of nothingness, and it's just really boring. Oh, she's making the noises, so she thinks, whatever. So wait, why can't she just fly? Didn't the little baby fly in that one episode? So surely a toddler could fly if a baby can fly. I guess they just needed Rainbow to save her, and now she's gonna say the truth. What? So she was scared too? Okay, so there's some level of character development. Okay then. Wait, why didn't it just end there? That seemed like a perfect ending point. Is this a dream? This is surely a dream sequence. I don't get what the point of that was though. I guess it establishes that she's not having the nightmares, but then why wasn't it shown that she slept? Whatever. This was another just... I guess this one wasn't painful. It wasn't painful, it was just boring, which in this case I think is better than pain. You know, it's like having to stare at a blank wall for an hour instead of having someone, you know, punch you in the face for an hour. Okay, so the plot of this one. So we're going on this camping trip. Scootaloo wants Rainbow to think she's all tough, and so she acts all tough even though she's not, and she gets scared when Rainbow tells these stories, and then Scootaloo starts having these nightmares, and then eventually she gets too scared and runs away and falls off a river, and then Rainbow has to save her, and then Scootaloo admits why she was actually acting scared, and there's like a real moment between Scootaloo and Rainbow in that ending scene. I mean, I guess this wasn't that unoriginal. I mean, it's not exactly a complex idea. There's still nothing here. I mean, you didn't need 20 minutes for this. That's, as always, the biggest complaint I have with these episodes, is they're so long and drawn out for absolutely no reason. None of the jokes land. The only point where there's any kind of attempt at anything meaningful is the end. I mean, it doesn't even try to teach a lesson or anything until the very end. I guess it kind of showed, like, or developed Scootaloo beyond just, oh, she's the tough one, but likes going fast. I give this a 4 out of 10. Just so goddamn boring, but at least it was, you know, trying just to a certain extent. Like, as I said before, passable as a kid's show, I guess, but nothing special, nothing that I can see why someone would obsess over this, nothing that I can see why anyone would say this is on the same level as Gravity Falls or Star or Avatar. Like, are you kidding me? This is nowhere near Avatar. Like, this show at its best, its absolute best, is still a piece of shit compared to even the worst episodes of any of those other shows I've mentioned. I mean, even, like, I would say this is worse than the newer episodes of Fairly Odd Parents with Sparky and Chloe. Because at least those episodes are short and to the point. And oftentimes those are also just so bad they're funny, whereas these episodes are just like, fuck.